What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Average Dad Barbecue. Tonight, we're going to be smoking a 23-pound brisket. I'm pretty excited. All right, guys, we got this 23-pound brisket. I picked it up from my local Smart and Final, and this thing is massive. Here's my arm for comparison. It's pretty huge. So let's get it trimmed up. I'm going to open up the package, slice it on the decal here so we don't slice anything. I put this in my deep freezer for about 30 minutes. Try to help hard up the fat, make it a little easier to trim. So to be honest, I don't even know how I'm going to tackle this thing. Probably just focus on the hard fat. The flat is thick. I might round off the corners a little bit, but yeah, let's see what we can do. Start with this decal here. Some hard fat up here. Just peeling back the fat. I'm not the greatest brisket trimmer. If you want to see a good video, you can check out Mad Scientist or American Smoke. They both have good brisket trimming videos. Or Chud's Barbecue also. Those are some of my favorite channels. Take a little bit more here. I just don't want to cut too much into the meat. Get some of the silver skin. I'm going to work on this for a bit. I don't know exactly how I'm going to trim it up, but we'll get back to you after it's trimmed up. All right, guys, we got the brisket on the pit. We're going to let it run overnight. I'll get a pellet tube going. You know me, I like my pellet tubes. If you didn't know, I run 50% pellets and 50% wood chips. I feel like it doesn't smolder so much and puts off a better flavor than just pellets alone. So we'll get the Recteq fired up, and it's probably about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock right now. We'll check on it probably about 6 o'clock tomorrow. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, good morning, guys. It's 5 o'clock. Let's check on this brisket. It's looking good. I just bumped the temp up to 225. Probably see where we're sitting at. Okay, so it's cooking pretty evenly. Let this this go 225 for about an hour. And then I bump it up to 250. On these overnight cooks, I like to, come out, give your pellets just a stir, make sure nothing's bridging. I do that right before I go to bed, and then as soon as I check on them in the morning. Just a little tip that I've made a habit. All right, we went ahead and stuck our Inkbird IBT26S. This is a Wi-Fi meat thermometer, so we're gonna go ahead and use that to monitor the temps on the brisket from here on out. All right, guys, the brisket is about 165-ish. Let's go ahead and verify. It's at 8 o'clock. 164, 153, 160. So I usually don't wrap my briskets, but my boys have some flag football, and so I'm going to be gone for the next 4 hours. I don't want this thing to dry out, so I'm going to wrap in butcher paper with tallow and drop the temps a little bit, extend the cook out, and I'll monitor the temperatures from the Inkbird app. And the nice thing about the Recteq is I can control the temperature from the app. So in an hour, I can check the temperature, and if I need to, I can bump it up. And so yeah, we'll go in the house, get it wrapped up, and we'll see you there. All right, we got our brisket inside. 18-inch butcher paper, just doubled up, not doubled up, but overlapped in the middle. Spray it down with some apple cider vinegar or water, just the paper, just to make it more pliable and not keep rolling up on you. And then I didn't mention it, but I render my own tallow. So I use the fat off the brisket, stick it on the smoker. Just pour some of this on it. About a half cup-ish. And then I didn't mention this either, but after the trim, the brisket weighed in at 14 pounds. So, I mean, we cut 9 pounds of fat, and it was solid fat. So start fat side up. Like I said, I usually don't wrap just because it's an extra step, takes added time, just trying to move the schedule along. So you want to make sure this is tight. So fat side up, fat side down. Tuck this a little bit. And back to fat side up. We'll throw it back on the grill, and I'll check back in when we get back from football. All right, our RFX just gave us an alarm that the brisket was 195. Pulled it out, and I am thinking it looks beautiful. So looks like the fat rendered nicely. We'll see more when we cut into it, but I mean, just super soft. So we're going to let it hang out here unwrapped for an hour, stop the cooking process, and then we'll throw it in the oven for a hot rest. All right, guys, just pulled the brisket out of the oven after the rest. I was only able to get almost 4 hours rest on it. I like to usually rest them a lot longer, just, schedule. That's what this channel's all about, is just switching gears, going on the fly, and just making food happen. So let's see. Oh man, that bark looks awesome. So I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but after trimming this brisket, it had a lot of fat on it. So I weighed it before I put it on the smoker, and we were down to 14 pounds. So, I mean, we lost 7 pounds, or no, 9 pounds of just trimming. So, but that's how brisket is. So, I mean, let's go ahead and cut into it and see how we did. Looks good. Smoke ring on the bottom, a little bit up top. Fat is that yellow, good rendering. Oh, I think that came out good. Let's go ahead and get some slices off of this. A little bit of shredding on this edge here. Bend test. Super tender. I think it came out great. All right, I'll bring you up top. We'll give it a taste and see what we think. All right, back up top. Let's try this out. So we got a piece of the flat. Good flavor. Good fat render. Might be a little dry, but that's probably from uh, cooking it so long. Even though it was at a lower temperature, it tends to dry out. But not bad at all. All right, let's try a piece of the point or the burnt end. Same, flavorful, not as dry as the flat, but that's expected with all the fat that's in the point. But overall, I think really good cook. Hey, if you found this video helpful or enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And again, thank you for watching Average Dad Barbecue.